What's up, guys? We are back with the budget Miata build. Today is the 7th, which give us roughly 30 days before Miata at the Gap. So
Hyper Speed Media.
We got to get this ready for Miata Gap. That's the goal this year. If that doesn't work out, we also got the lifted Miata that I could bring there, or another Miata that I could bring over there. But not a big deal. But the goal today is to bring the budget Miata that I was working on all year. It started off as a budget build, and it kind of move on and snowball into something else. So right now, there's a lot of issues that we got to address. And the first issue, of course, is the rust. It's a big hole in the bottom. Put my finger right through there. Yeah, so we got to fix that. And then there's some rust on this side as well. And coming to this side, there's also rust on the rocker. Probably right here as well. And if you notice right here, there's a big giant dent that we have to address as well. So both sides has to be repaired, including the fender. Check this out. This fender is, whoever did this fender beforehand kind of put a lot of Bondo in it and it's falling apart. So we're gonna need new fenders or a used fender that need a repair, as well as the other side. It seems like all four corners that need a repair. This side doesn't look too bad, but might as well repair that too. Now also the door is pretty beat up. I'm still debating should I fix the door or not, because if you look at the bottom of the door, it's pretty rusted right here. Yeah, I'm just not happy with that. And then, you know, the mirror is so rusted that it's kind of like wobbly all over the place. So that's another thing we got to address. But if you look, I did put some marking right here, and that is because I got carbon Miata flares that I had for a long time but just never really installed it. So I might put flares as well, just kind of spice it up a little bit. So fix the body panel, paint it, put the flares. That's the main goal. We got the coilovers in already. That's from Flash Shark Racing. Thank you for that. So yeah, that's the goal. We got roughly 30 days to get everything situated, and it's a lot of work. And then also get it painted and making sure everything works well. It's a lot of work. I don't know if I could make it on time for that. Again, worst case scenario, I'll use bring another car over there. But let's get started and let's start cracking and start cutting some panels. All right, so the bottom, it's pretty much mostly done for grinding and cutting. And now for the top, I need to cut out this rust right here. Hopefully this is enough to cut the rust out and also to put the fender flare on. If not, I'll put a patch panel, but I think that's enough. I don't think there's any more rust underneath there. All right, so the good news is that rust is only up to here. So which means that I could cut about this much off all around and then cut some slit and then bang this up and weld this guy together right here. So that will give me a good solid panel, and then I could put the fender flare on top. Now we got the slit all cut up. Now we just got to hammer it in place, so it's going to be mating right here, like kind of sandwich right here. Then I'll cut any excess off. So I just got to All right, so I just cut that piece off, and I just noticed there's a bunch of Bondo right here. So it's Bondo all across this area, which explained why it was rusty. So now I got to figure out if I should weld it as is like that, because that Bondo will catch on fire, and I kind of have to grind it down to get it well on the metal behind it. So yeah, I might do that. Just grind this down to the metal behind the Bondo, and hopefully that doesn't catch too much on fire up here and don't damage this area, but which this part is fine. So I just got to grind it down some more and tack weld everything in place. All right, now so coming to the front, this is probably the easiest part of the whole process, and this is my cut line. So all I have to do is just cut around here, and we should be good to go for that, and put some rivet for the fender flare, and that's it. All right, we are back, and this is day 2. A lot has been done, even though it doesn't seem like it. So the fender flare is already in. It's just in with a little drywall screw for now, but the fitment looks very good. Just got to trim a little bit off of here. I think I'm just going to mark it right here and trim a little bit off of here. And this side looks great as well. Again, I just need to trim a piece of metal off of here so it doesn't stick out as much. So I'm going to make a mark line about right there. And now we're good on this side. Now we just got to finish the other side. Okay, I got the inner support in. It's not pretty, but it will do the job. This part, it doesn't matter. Once you put in the front outer layer, it should be perfectly fine. Now we got to remove the fender and put the other fender in, and also take the bumper out and finish all this body work for that. Remove the lights, and yeah, and hopefully the new used fender will kind of fit better than that one, because that one is aftermarket. But yeah, hopefully the gap is a little bit better on the new fender. See, this side previously got hit. There's some crunch part on this area right here, but not a big deal. So these are aftermarket fenders as well. They don't fit 100%, but you know what? It's better than the old one. So we're gonna make this work. Now we're gonna cut this part off for the flare, and then get this thing ready for paint as well. Hopefully it fits a lot better on this side. Hopefully the gap's a lot better. All right, the patch panel is in. It's in so good that it's just held on just like that. So what I'm gonna do is coat the inside, and then weld the outside shell, and then this should be done. Then I'll work on the other side. All right, coming to the passenger side, as you can see, the flare has already been cut. Now I just gotta bang this in and weld it together. And also, if you look, still the big dent here, waiting for the tool to pull this dent out. And this is the worst part right here. So somebody actually fixed this rust, repaired the rust before, but they didn't fix the inner structure, which is the inside. They just ignore all that and just add the skin in there. And when I cut it out, That's what I found out. I was hoping to do less work, but now I got to cut some more out just to fix the inner structure before I could put the outer layer. So that's where I'm at right now. It's more work than I expected, but we're getting progress. And I'm going to tack this today and call it a day. All right, now it's time to buy some paint. It's still a budget bill, so I'm trying to keep everything down to a budget, but also I wanted to buy paint that will last a long time. So I'm going to stick with urethane paint, so that's just more durable than all the other paint. And we'll see how much everything costs. And I do have some supplies at home already, so everything's going to factor into what I have plus whatever the paint costs. How's it going? All right, we got some paint supplies. We're missing the color. They don't have a certain color to mix it, so I got to come back Friday. But that's also a surprise for you guys. Gonna have to wait and see what color it is. So we got all the clear coat and primer and stuff like that to get it prepped and ready for paint. Okay, we are back, and it's been 1 week since the start of the video. And as you can see, a lot has been done. I did this off camera. So right here, this panel was pushing a lot. So what I did was pull it out and get it level to the door as much as possible. So next what we got to do is do some body filler into all the panels and then get it ready for paint. And we are back from the paint shop, and they were out of a certain toner to mix up the paint. So we're going to go back there Friday. Today is exactly 1 week from the beginning of the video. So here's some items that I want to show you that I'm going to use to paint the car. All right, so here's some of the tools we'll be using. The first thing is the body filler. So I got your regular body filler right here with the hardener, the fiberglass resin, just in case I need that, and a glaze putty, which is a more liquidy body filler that goes on top of all the other body filler. So we also have guide coat to see any kind of high and low spot of the body filler, and a spreader to spread the body filler. We also have sanding blocks. This one is from Dora Block. It's a longer sanding block, and it's flexed a little bit, so you could shape the contour of the body. And this is a smaller one to get in a tighter spot. And also we have gray scuff pad and red scuff pad. I don't have the red one here, but here's the gray one. We're going to need to use this in combination of the scuff stuff to scuff the whole car to get it prepped and ready for paint. Basically, when you're scuffing the whole car, you don't need to primer the car. You just need to scuff it up. If you don't have scuff stuff, you could also use Ajax cleaner with the gray scuff pad. It does exactly the same thing. Coming on, before we moved on, we also have this like cheese grater kind of thing. What it does is that it knocks a lot of the body filler out to shape it to wherever you want, and then you want to sand it down. So this kind of like roughly shape the body filler. Coming on this side, it's we got some clear coat from Wanda. This is a mid-tier clear coat. I think it's roughly about 140 bucks for these two. We also have white primer. This primer is really good because any imperfection in the metal, you could just spray it on real quick and then get it ready for paint. They do come in black and gray as well. We're going to just use white. Also, we have steel wool. Steel wool is good for cleaning the glass. A lot of people don't know this, but a lot of body shop use steel wool to clean the glass off of like clear coat that was overspray on the glass. Yeah, so this is a very soft kind. And also we have glass cleaner. I use glass cleaner a lot to kind of clean everything off so there's no contamination in the paintwork. And lastly, you're going to need a moisture filter to get any kind of moisture off the spray gun before you spray it. It just stopped raining, and this is the reddest sky I've ever seen. Anyway, a lot has been done. I didn't film as much, but I'll go over some of the progress. As you can see, I did sand the car down. Let's see right here. I didn't film the process, but everything's looking good. I just gotta do another body filler, maybe a glaze on that and a glaze on the bottom to get it perfected a little bit better. And I fitted the fender just to see where it is, and it fits perfectly. I might not even run, a lot of you've seen a lot of the guys, they run these rubber thing on the side of the fender. That's because there's a gap and it doesn't fit correctly. But so far so good. This fits perfectly. And once it's painted, you can't even see any gap. So I think I'm not even using that rubber gasket thing that people use. So I think it's going to fit perfectly without it. And this side is mostly done. I am mounting a tail, like a duck tail. I did drill a hole and put the riv nuts on there, and I blast a little bit of etching primer so it won't rust. And this side is also complete as well. Mostly complete, so yeah, I gotta do a little bit more body work around here and some down there. Overall, it's looking good, and I won't bore you guys, but this is about the 1 week progress. So a lot has been done, and we got 3 more weeks to get everything ready for me out at the Gap. Again, what do you guys think I should paint? Like, what color you guys think I should paint the car? So let me know in the comment below, and we'll see what happens. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hyper Speed Media